We are kicking things off with incredible teamwork and advanced skills as Iredell County Rescue Squad and ISAR team members sharpen their technical rescue abilities aboard the iconic USS North Carolina. Guided by expert instructors Eric Weissman, Clayton Llewellyn, David Walker, and James Robinson, these dedicated responders navigated the challenging confines of the World War II battleship, mastering complex rope rigging in tight spaces. You will not believe the precision required to execute these maneuvers within the steel heart of this historic vessel.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we switch gears completely and head straight to the competitive world of college baseball, where Georgia Tech battled fiercely against the North Carolina team. We break down the intense action from Game 3, where Georgia Tech fought hard to keep pace against the Tar Heels, and we look at the key plays that decided the momentum in this crucial matchup. Find out how the Yellow Jackets managed the scoreboard in this nail-biting contest. Now, let's talk about the evolving landscape of college football coaching, specifically at North Carolina. We dive deep into the latest personnel changes as Caleb Pickrell is officially listed as North Carolina's new tight ends coach, and we explore what this means for the team's future strategy moving forward. We look at the details surrounding this significant staff transition and what it signals for the upcoming season. And finally, we wrap up with an incredible softball showdown as the number 12 Florida State Seminoles secured a massive run-rule victory over the North Carolina Tar Heels. We examine the standout performances from Ashton Danley and Jazzy Francic, and see how the Seminoles dominated the competition to claim a huge win. Don't miss the rest of the action. Stay with us for more breaking news. Wilmington, NC, rescue teams from Iredell County Rescue Squad and the ISAR team recently underwent an intensive, advanced rope rigging training exercise aboard the historic USS North Carolina from March 16th to 18th. The unique setting of the World War II battleship provided an unparalleled environment for refining technical rescue skills in complex, confined spaces. Guided by expert instructors Eric Weissman, Clayton Llewellyn, David Walker, and James Robinson, the training challenged participants to adapt advanced rigging systems to the ship's narrow ladders, steep bulkheads, and tightly confined compartments. The demanding steel interior necessitated creative problem-solving, as participants had to custom-build every rigging point and anchor system, proving that no standard setup existed on the 728-foot warship. The core focus of the exercise was integrating advanced rope systems within extremely limited areas, simulating real-world scenarios such as vertical access, victim extrication through narrow hatches, managing complex vector forces, and operating in near-total darkness. Success hinged not only on technical proficiency, but critically on effective communication and absolute trust among team members. The event fostered significant interagency collaboration. Members from Iredell County Rescue Squad and ISAR worked alongside personnel from the Lenoir Fire Department, Henderson County Rescue Squad, Durham Fire Department, Gaffney, SC Fire, and Linville Central Rescue, sharing vital knowledge and strategies. This synergy highlighted the importance of mutual respect and coordinated effort in high-risk operations. Instructors emphasized pushing beyond comfort zones, reinforcing technical precision, and building team confidence. The experience was described as transformative, reinforcing lessons in adaptability, leadership, and unity. For the participating rescuers, the training aboard the battleship North Carolina was a defining moment, leaving them with sharpened skills and stronger bonds forged in a historically significant setting. Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets are trailing 4-2 against number 3 North Carolina baseball in Game 3, entering the bottom of the 4th inning. The game remains a tight contest following a scoreless first 3 innings. In the first inning, North Carolina managed to load the bases with a leadoff single and a pair of 2-out walks, though a subsequent hit batter scored a run, keeping the bases loaded. Cadden Gaudette entered the game to replace Blakely and secured the final out, giving Georgia Tech the 4-2 lead. The scoring was punctuated by key hits. A leadoff double from Burress and an RBI single from Advincula initially gave the Yellow Jackets a 2-1 lead. Later in the inning, a leadoff walk by Lackey set the table, followed by a pop-up from Hernandez, resulting in a first out. An RBI double from Schmidt pushed the lead to 3-1, and an RBI groundout from Zuckerman extended the advantage to 4-1. Brosius walked to load the corners with 2 outs, but Baker grounded out to end the frame, establishing the 4-1 lead heading into the third inning. The first inning also saw a different sequence: a leadoff single by UNC, followed by a 1-out RBI double that tied the game 1-1. Blakely was removed from the inning, resetting the score to 1-1 entering the second. In the second inning, Kearse started with a leadoff walk, and an RBI single from Advincula put 2 runners on base, which ultimately resulted in a run scoring for the Yellow Jackets, giving them a 1-0 lead heading into the first. Jackson Blakely is slated to pitch in Game 3, with Georgia Tech lining up as follows: Carson Kearse at shortstop, Drew Burress at center field, Jaron Advincula at second base, Von Lackey at third base, Alex Hernandez at right field, Kent Schmidt at first base, Ryan Zuckerman at first base, Parker Brosius at left field, and Will Baker at the designated hitter. Georgia Tech has struggled throughout the season, having lost its first series, and faces a critical test today in Chapel Hill against the ranked Tar Heels to avoid a potential sweep. Chapel Hill, North Carolina former offensive assistant Caleb Pickrell has been officially named the tight ends coach for the North Carolina Tar Heels, according to the university's official website. Pickrell has been a part of the UNC staff for the past 4 seasons, initially working with the offensive line in 2022, before shifting his focus to assisting with the tight ends over the subsequent 3 years. The appointment comes after the dismissal of offensive coordinator Freddie Kitchens, who is also responsible for coaching the tight ends, on December 12th. Bill Belichick indicated during the start of the spring practice on March 24th that the staff hiring process was underway, stating, "Staff-wise, we're working through the hiring process, so we'll have a couple announcements on the finalization of our staff in the near future. No timetable on that, but we're working through it, and that's just part of the process of hiring at a public university, but that's definitely moving along." Reports circulating through channels like Channel YouTube dating back to December suggested that Pickrell was anticipated to be promoted following Kitchens' departure, with sources close to recruits and players confirming he was already fulfilling the functions of the position coach role. Financial details indicate a significant increase in Pickrell's compensation, as UNC salary records show his pay for 2026 is set to more than double, rising from $90,000 to $200,000. A native of Lakeland, Florida, Pickrell joined the North Carolina staff ahead of the 2022 season after spending 1 year at UCF in 2021. His background includes 7 seasons coaching high school football in Texas and Florida. The number 12 Florida State Seminoles softball team secured a decisive 10-2 run rule victory over the North Carolina Tar Heels on Sunday at Joe Ann Graff Field. The win propels the Seminoles to a 39-7 overall record and a 15-3 record in ACC play. The Seminoles established an early lead, taking a 1-0 advantage in the first inning before unleashing a 6-run offensive surge in the fourth inning. The decisive moment arrived in the 5th inning when Ashton Danley walked it off with a 2 RBI single, scoring Haley Griggs and Issa Torres to clinch the run rule victory. Danley had a stellar performance at the plate, going 2 for 4 with a 3-run home run and 5 RBIs. This marks her 2nd consecutive game hitting a 3-run home run, bringing her season total to 7 homers. Florida State registered 13 hits in the contest, with 6 different players recording 2 hits. Issa Torres played well, going 2 for 2 with 2 walks, boosting her batting average to .589 as she continues her pursuit of the NCAA record. The team also recorded 4 walks and 2 strikeouts. Jazzy Francic earned the win for FSU, pitching effectively over 3.1 innings. She allowed only 1 run on 4 hits and 3 walks, recording 3 strikeouts and finishing with a 2.03 ERA, moving her record to 17-2. The game also marked senior night for the Seminoles, with Maddie Frey and McKenna Reed both participating. Reed pitched 1.1 innings, allowing a single run on 1 hit and 1 strikeout, while Frey went 0 for 1 at the plate.